Hello and welcome to the world now. We begin in Nigeria following the devastating incident that led to a stampede at a fun fair in Ibadan. The police have now confirmed that 35 children lost their lives in the incident, while 6 others were critically injured. According to a statement made available by the Oyo State Police Command, the organizers of the event, including the main sponsor, Naomi Shilekwala, and her media partner, Riyomi Hamzat, the principal of the school, and 5 others have been arrested in connection with the tragedy. The police stated that the event was organized by Wings Foundation and media partners at Gidigbo FM without proper permission or safety measures in place. The police said they have commenced an investigation into the incident and have promised to bring those responsible to justice. The Oyo State Police Command expressed its condolences to the families of the victims, assuring the public that everything is being done to prevent such incidents in the future. We have more details in this report.
Sorrow and grief filled the air as parents helplessly watched their children get stampeded to death, while others were injured at a fun fair intended to gift 5,000 children 5,000 naira each for Christmas.
Just because of, I don't know.
The ill-fated event was said to have been organized by a former queen of the Oni of Ife, Naomi Shilekwala Ogunwusi, in collaboration with a popular radio station, which held at the open field of Islamic High School. However, the event took a devastating turn when the number of children exceeded the expected 5,000, leading to a chaotic struggle for entry. This is the open field where at least 5,000 children were supposed to get a token of 5,000 naira each to celebrate this Christmas. But unfortunately, a site that is supposed to be a place of celebration has now turned to a location of sorrow and grief. Following this incident, Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Adebayo Lawal, visited one of the hospitals where some injured children were taken. The doctor confirmed that 4 children were brought in dead, while others are still receiving treatment.
Yes, so 2 survivors, 4 dead. 1 has been taken away by the parents. Police are out.
The Oyo State Deputy Governor revealed that the government was not aware of the event.
The security agencies said they were not contacted. That queen should turn in herself to the police immediately. And then the radio station, proprietor of that radio station, should also turn in himself.
Mothers who lost their children to the tragic incident are still in shock, struggling to come to terms with the unimaginable loss that has befallen them. Oladio Yewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
Olaide joins me live from Ibadan. There's an update on this story with the police confirming 35 dead and 6 critically injured. What more do you know about how the stakeholders were apprehended? Did they turn themselves to the police?
Between yesterday and now, it was speculations about the number of fatalities that was involved in this incident. But now it is now crystal clear the number of persons who have lost their lives to this unfortunate incident. So we were just in between or less than 30 yesterday, but it is now clear that 35 persons have lost their life, whether more or less. Every life is important. So it is very unfortunate. So as for how the persons were arrested, it was not stated clearly in the statement of the police, but they said an arrest was made, which means that it could have been that they were invited or they turned themselves in voluntarily. So it is not clear yet if they actually went to pick them from their various locations or they turned themselves in. So judging from the kind of personality that the popular broadcaster is in Oyo State and Ibadan, I am very, very sure that he would have voluntarily turned himself in and for questioning. So for the other person who is the main the major organizer of this event, I cannot specifically say that she was actually arrested or she turned herself in. Nifemi.
I know you spoke with some eyewitnesses yourself covering this story yesterday. Do the narrative tally with what the police is saying?
Of course. In fact, today I spoke with one of the eyewitnesses who lost a 3.5-year-old child is currently at the hospital receiving treatment. She narrated and said that she got there at I think around 6 a.m. And then when it got to around 7 to 8, the place was already filled up. She said that they were up to 10,000 persons there, still struggling to enter. So at a point, they just opened the gates and everybody just started rushing in. And then by the time she knew it, baby fell from her hand and she didn't know how she said there were a lot of people on her baby and she had to struggle to pull out her baby from the crowd. So the narrative is quite the same with what we have been hearing, that the 5,000 people that were needed at the ground had already filled up then because people needed to go inside. In fact, we heard that some people were even trying to pass through the fence. So when they saw that they could not longer control the crowd, they had to open the gate and the stampede started while people were trying to rush in. So it is quite unfortunate. And this is because, like the deputy governor said yesterday, that there was no adequate preparations. The police were not informed. The state government was not informed. Even other sister security agencies in the state were not informed. So that is why it has happened the way it is. Nifemi.
Thank you, Olaide, for the update. We'll get back to you when you have more for us in the course of our bulletin today. Let's turn our attention now outside